मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून, गुड इवनिंग दोस्तों। ये है हमारा टीडीएस का अगला वीडियो है। मैं हूँ सीए मोहम्मद अली। आज हम डिस्कस करने जाते जाते हैं वन नाइन टीडीएस का सेक्शन 194 एम। बहुत शानदारीन टीडीएस का सेक्शन है और वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टीडीएस सेक्शन है। चलो हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे। यस दोस्तों। यस, आपको आई होप दैट ऑल ऑफ आपको मेरा स्क्रीन विजिबल है। राइट, ये है टीडीएस का सेक्शन 194 एम। टीडीएस सेक्शन 194 इज नथिंग बट पेमेंट मेड बाय एन इंडिविजुअल और एचयूएफ। इंडिविजुअल और एचयूएफ को सिर्फ ये दोनों लोगों के लिए टीडीएस का सेक्शन अप्लीकेबल होता है। फॉर ए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वर्क और बाय वे ऑफ कमीशन और ब्रोकरेज और फीस फॉर प्रोफेशनल सर्विसेज। ध्यान से सुनिए, थ्री पेमेंट्स 194 एम में कवर अप होता है। एक है टीडीएस ऑन वर्क्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वर्क, और टीडीएस ऑन कमीशन और टीडीएस ऑन प्रोफेशनल सर्विसेज। ये तीनों सर्विसेज एक सेक्शन में 194 एम में कवर अप होता है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अप्लीकेबिलिटी एंड रेट ऑफ टीडीएस इन दिस सेक्शन। Applicability 194 M is applicable to individual and responsible for paying any sum during the financial year any resident to any resident. Important, recipient should be resident. Okay, any sum during the financial year to a resident to carrying out any work, or to carry out by way of commission or by way of fees or by way of प्रोफेशनल सर्विसेज। सिर्फ ये तीनों सर्विसेज ए सेक्शन में कवर अप होता है। व्हाट इज द टीडीएस रेट अप्लीकेबल? ओनली 2% टीडीएस रेट अप्लीकेबल अपॉन पेमेंट। ओके, इट मे बी नोटेड दैट हियर ओनली इंडिविजुअल एंड एचयूएफ विल बी अप्लीकेबल। सर, आपको एक बेहतरीन डाउट आता रहता है। ऑलरेडी टीडीएस ऑन वर्क्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कवर्ड अंडर 194C, professional services is covered under already 194J, and commission is also covered under 194H. Why this section again? Okay, why this section again? yes, ध्यान से सुनिए, मैं इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट बोलना चाहता हूँ। एक ये सेक्शन क्यों अप्लीकेबल होता है, क्यों लागू होता है? ये तीनों सेक्शंस 194C, 194H, 194J, ये तीनों सेक्शंस ओनली अप्लीकेबल for individual and HUF whose business total turnover exceeds 1 CR or profession exceeds 50 lakhs receipt during preceding financial year, then only these three sections will be applicable, TDS sections. Otherwise, these three sections not applicable. But 194M, they are specified that under 194M, TDS under section TDS under section 194M is applicable except these three sections. If you are a businessman, you are paying any professional services to any professional services to any consultancies consultant, then you are required to deduct TDS under section 194J. Okay, now question arises, why this TDS sections is applicable? Why this TDS sections is introduced? Got it? Where if a businessman incurred any expenditure on his own business purpose, then 194J is applicable. If the businessman incurred any expenditure on his own, then 194M will be applicable. Got it? Now let us going to discuss one by one. Time of deduction. When to deduct? The tax should be deducted at the time of credit of such sum or at the time of payment, whichever is earlier. That is the credited or payment, whichever is earlier. Very simple. Then threshold limit. What is the threshold limit applicable to deduct TDS? In these sections, 50 lakhs. So TDS should be deducted when the payment is greater than 50 lakhs. Then only TDS is deducted. Otherwise, TDS is not deducted. Now, very very important, non-applicability of TDS under section 194M. Yes, TDS under section 194M, when it is not applicable. See here, they are required to deduct TDS under section 194C for carrying out any work. Yes, with the person, they are required to deduct TDS under section 194C carrying out any work, then 194M is not applicable. Got it? When is the 194C is applicable? If the person, individual or HUF, whose total business turnover exceeds 1 CR or whose professional receipt is exceed 50 lakhs, then only 194C is applicable. Now, 194, if the 194C is applicable, then 194M is not applicable. Got it? Same thing, 194H. Sir, where the TDS under section 194H is applicable, then 194M is not applicable. When again question arises 194H, when it is applicable? 194H is applicable only when the business turnover exceeds 1 CR or professional turnover receipt exceeds 50 lakhs, then only 194H is applicable. If the 194H is applicable, the 194M is not applicable. Got it? Next 194J, same again question. Now individual or HUF for the business receipt, business turnover exceeds 1 CR or professional receipt exceeds 50 lakhs, then the 194H is applicable, then 194J is applicable, then 194M is not applicable. Yes, individual section में TDS ऑलरेडी हो रहा है, 194M में नॉट अप्लीकेबल. 194M तभी अप्लीकेबल होता है ये तीनों सेक्शंस का अप्लीकेबिलिटी ही नहीं हो, ये तीनों सेक्शन का अप्लीकेबिलिटी नहीं आता है, then only 194M is applicable. Got it? Next, no requirement to obtain TAN. This is very important. Let us take an example. If you are a businessman, if you need to deduct TDS under section 194C, 194H, 194M, you must obtain TAN. Then you need to file the TDS return every quarterly and need to deduct TDS. Now, sir, I am not a businessman. I am not a profession. I am not providing any professional services. I am an individual. But if I am paying any contract services, any contract work, if the amount is greater than 50 lakhs, then I need to deduct TDS. But should I take in TAN number? Answer is no. Without obtaining TAN number also, you can deposit tax and file the return under section 194M. No requirement to obtain TAN if you need to deduct TDS under section 194M. This is very important. Itna here, if I wanted to summarize entire section, see here, I am a businessman. See here, I am an individual or HUF. I am talking about two ways. One is where I am having a business, where I am incurring the expenditure on business purpose. Second one, where I'm not a businessman, I'm incurring an expenditure by way of works contract work or commission or professional services, my own purpose, personal purpose or my residence purpose. In that case, 194M will be applicable. If the business is carried out, 194J, 194C, 194H, 194J will be applicable. Sir, 194M is applicable to all individual HUF? Yes, is applicable to all individual and HUF except those who are covered under 194CHJ. Those who are covered under CHJ, except all these persons will be covered under 194M. Then, what is the limit applicable? Yes, in these sections, 50 lakhs limit is given. If your payment is greater than 50 lakhs during the financial year, then you need to deduct TDS under section 194M. Then, sir, if I am not a businessman, I don't have any professional receipt, I don't have any business, should I require to obtain TAN number? Answer is no. Without taking any TAN number also, you can deposit tax to the government and you can file the return. Put it. Second point. Third point, sir, taken on a very simple and basic an example where Mr. Ram, he is constructing his own residence house. He is not a businessman. He's constructing his own residence house where he given contract work to a contractor where he made a payment of rupees 60 lakhs. Whether 194M is applicable because he is not a businessman, he is not incurring any business income or he is not incurring any professional receipt. Now question arises whether the TDS ownership 194M is applicable. Answer is yes, absolutely yes, because where the payment is greater than 50 lakhs. Okay, sir, Mr. Ram is required to obtain TAN? No, without obtaining any TAN, they can deposit tax to the government. Okay, now let us take a few examples. You can able to understand very easily. Okay, see here, examine whether the TDS provisions would be attracted in the following cases and if so, under which section. Also specify the rate of TDS applicable in each case. Assume that all the payments are made to residents. Important here, sir. Any payments made to non-resident, whether under section 194M is applicable? Answer is no. Recipient must be resident. Then only 194M is applicable. Got it? First question. Mr. Ganesh, an individual carrying on a retail business with the turnover of rupees 2.5 crore in the previous year 24-25. Now, nature of payments would be contract payment of repairs of residential house, one payment, and payment of commission to Mr. Wallish for business purpose. This is another payment. First one, own residential house. Second one, commission. He paid the commission amount of rupees 80,000 to Mr. Valish. Now there are two transactions involved for Mr. Ganesh. One is he's incurred his own resident house of rupees 5 lakh. Second one is he's incurred commission payment. He made the commission payment to the Mr. Valish for the business purpose of rupees 80,000. Now question arises, 194C applicable or 194M applicable? In this case, there are two payments are covered. One is 194, two payments are covered. One is contract payment for residential house. See here, contract payment for residential house is this is in the nature of personal payment. Then 194C, under 194C, this is not covered. Then 194M is covered, as under section 194M is covered, but where the payment is less than 50 lakh rupees, then no TDS has been deducted for repairs payment. Repairs of residential house of rupees 5 lakh. Got it? The answer. Next one, payment of commission to Mr. Valish for a business purpose. Yes, the payment has been Mr. As commission payment has been done to Mr. Valish, where the payment of rupees 80,000, 194H is attracted, where the limit is up to 20,000 rupees. As if the amount is greater than 20,000 rupees, then TDS under section 194H is applicable at the rate 2%, where Mr. Ganesh need to deduct TDS under section 194H for the payment of commission. Got it? Yes. Next, Mr. Rajesh, a wholesale trader whose turnover was last financial year, that is preceding financial year 24-25, is 95 lakhs only. Now, nature of payments, contract payment of for construction of residential house made during the period January to March 2026, 3 months, and they have made a payment to a construction contract of rupees 20 lakhs in the January 2026 and 15 lakhs in the February 2026 and 20 lakhs in the March 2026. Now put together during the financial year, they made a payment of rupees 55 lakhs. This is the case. Now analyze first of all whether the Mr. Rajesh used it for the business purpose. Answer is no, because they are used for reconstruction of their residential house. Then 194C is not applicable because they are using for their personal purpose, even though they are, anyhow the turnover for the Mr. Rajesh is not exceeding 1 crore rupees during the preceding financial year. There are two conditions also not satisfied. They are not using for the business purpose, and even though for turnover also during the previous year is not exceeding the 1 year. Now next question arises whether 194M is applicable. Answer is yes, because they are using for their own purpose, own purpose or personal purpose, where the payment is exceeding 50 lakh rupees during the financial year. Then when a contract payment is covered under 194M, whether the TDS is to be deducted under section 194M, answer is yes. They have to be deduct TDS at the rate 2% for entire consideration amount of rupees 55 lakh. Got it? Next question, third question, Mr. Satish is salaried individual. A salaried individual is not a businessman. Payment of brokerage for buying a residential house in March 2026, amount of rupees 51 lakhs. See here, for a salaried individual, there is no TDS liability. They are not required to deduct TDS under section 194H for payment of brokerage or commission. But whether 194M is applicable, answer is yes. For 194M, payment by any individual or HUF in the nature of contract, in the nature of brokerage or commission, in the nature of fees or payment, where the payment is exceeding 50 lakh rupees. Got it? In this case, Mr. Satish is a salaried employer, is a payment exceeding 51 lakh rupees. They have to be deduct TDS under section 194M at the rate 2%. So, Mr. Satish is an individual, salaried individual. He doesn't have any business income or he doesn't have any professional research. He needs to deduct TDS. Answer is yes. Whether Mr. Satish is required to obtain TAN number? Answer is no. Not required to obtain TAN number. Without obtaining the TAN number only, whenever they making the payment, they need to be deduct TDS at the rate 2%. Got it? This is all about 194M. Next question, fourth question, Mr. Dheeraj, a pensioner. Mr. Dheeraj is a pensioner, where the Mr. Dheeraj is also paying the contract payment made during the October to November 2025 for reconstruction of residential house. For reconstruction of residential house, this is nothing but contract payment made by Mr. Dheeraj. Again, Mr. Dheeraj is not a businessman. Okay, there is no question arise whether the turnover is exceeding 1 crore rupees or not. Now, Mr. Dheeraj is a pensioner. He is reconstructing his residential house. He made a payment of rupees 48 lakhs. Whether TDS under section 194C is applicable? Answer is no. Whether TDS under section 194M is applicable? Answer is yes, subject to limit amount of rupees 50 lakhs. If it is greater than 50 lakhs, then only applicable. Now check, the payment made is less than 50 lakhs only, amount of rupees 48 lakhs. There is no TDS. There is no TDS applicable for 194M. Got it? If I summarize the entire section within 1 minute, see here, if the individual or HUF, if they are making the payment for the business purpose, if any incurred payment in the nature of contract, in the nature of commission or brokerage, in the nature of late fees, then TDS under section 194C H J is applicable if they are making the payment for business purpose. Yes, now if they are making the payment for other than business, other than CHJ, 194M is applicable. 194M is applicable to all, whether they have the business or they are not in business. But if they are using for their personal purpose, if any person making the contract payment to any individual or any person for a resident, then 194M is applicable only when the payment is exceeding 50 lakh rupees. When the payment is exceeding 50 lakh rupees. Yes, guys, this is all about section 194M. This is a very important section. Do you people have any doubt regarding this section? Please drop a comment box. Then I will definitely reply to your all your queries. Okay, stay tuned for more videos like this. We will come for next videos. We'll come for next section and important section, and we'll finish out all the TDS sections. Got it? Yes, guys.